For more than 100 million years, bees have shaped ecosystems around the world. Today, their survival is tied to ours. All bees belong to the order Hymenoptera, alongside wasps and ants. Within this order, they form the group Anthophylla, which literally means flower lovers. The bee we know best is the western honeybee, Apis mellifera, from the family Apidae. But it's just one of over 20,000 bee species. The fuzzy bumblebees, Bombus, are famous for buzz pollination, a technique where bumblebees use powerful vibrations generated by their flight muscles to dislodge pollen from flowers that hold their pollen tightly. In the tropics, we find the stingless bees, Melipponini, small but essential pollinators that still produce honey. The massive carpenter bees, Xylocopa, bore into wood to make their nests. Solitary species like the mason bees, Osmia, and the leafcutter bees, Megachile, build individual nests instead of living in hives. And then there are the dazzling sweat bees, family Halictidae, some metallic green or blue, often overlooked but vital to wildflower pollination. Together, they form a global network of pollinators, each with a role in keeping ecosystems alive. But how is a bee actually built? Like all insects, its body is divided into three main sections: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. On the head, bees have two large compound eyes that detect colors and patterns, and three smaller simple eyes, called ocelli, that sense light and help them navigate. Their antennae act as highly sensitive instruments, detecting scents, vibrations, and even humidity. And their mouths combine two tools: strong mandibles for biting, carrying, or shaping wax, and a long proboscis, a straw-like tongue designed for sipping nectar. The thorax is the powerhouse. Here, the bee's wings are attached, two pairs that hook together and can beat up to 200 times per second. The thorax also holds 6 legs, each adapted for different tasks. The hind legs of honeybees even feature a special structure called a pollen basket, where bright yellow loads of pollen are carried home to the hive. Finally, the abdomen contains the bee's most vital systems. Inside is the honey stomach, a special organ for carrying nectar back to the hive. Female bees have a stinger connected to a venom sac, which they use in defense. Honeybees also have wax glands on the underside of the abdomen, secreting the material used to build honeycombs. The abdomen is covered in fine hairs, perfectly evolved to trap and transport pollen grains. Every part of a bee's body is designed for survival, cooperation, and pollination, a living machine that holds ecosystems together. Inside a honeybee colony of Apis mellifera, life is a masterpiece of cooperation. At the center is the queen bee, who can live up to 5 years and lay 2,000 eggs a day. Her daughters, the worker bees, live only 5 to 6 weeks in summer, tirelessly foraging and caring for the hive. In winter, they can survive a few months. The drones, the males, live about 8 weeks, their only purpose being to mate with a queen. Once they succeed, they die. It is a society where every life has a purpose. But how does the queen control such a vast society? Not through dominance, but through chemistry. Her body produces a special cocktail of pheromones, with the most important called the queen mandibular pheromone. This scent spreads throughout the hive as workers groom and feed her, and it has astonishing power. It prevents workers from raising rival queens, suppresses their ability to lay eggs, and keeps them focused on caring for brood, foraging, and building the hive. These pheromones also create the retinue effect, a circle of loyal attendants who constantly surround her, passing her chemical signal to the rest of the colony. As long as her pheromones are strong, the hive remains united and orderly. But when the queen ages and her scent weakens, the workers sense it instantly and begin raising her replacement. They begin building new queen cells and feed chosen larvae a special diet of royal jelly, raising her successor. This process, called supersedure, ensures the colony's survival. If no new queen emerges, workers sometimes begin laying eggs themselves. But these eggs only produce males, and without females to carry on the colony, the hive's days are numbered. Honeybees communicate through the famous waggle dance. By shaking her body in a figure 8, a forager bee can tell her sisters the distance and direction of food relative to the sun. Even vibrations and buzzing sounds add to this hidden language. It's one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom, and this communication fuels a larger mission: pollination. A single bee may visit thousands of flowers in a day. Nearly 75% of our food crops, from apples and almonds to cucumbers, coffee, and even chocolate, depend, at least in part, on bees. Globally, their work is valued at more than $200 billion a year. But bees are in trouble. In 2006, beekeepers have reported mass die-offs called colony collapse disorder. The causes are complex: pesticides, habitat loss, parasites like the varroa mite, and climate change. Wild bee populations are shrinking too. Studies suggest that 1 in 6 species faces extinction. But hope is not lost. Planting wildflowers, avoiding pesticides, supporting local beekeepers, or building simple bee hotels for solitary species like osmia can help. Every action matters, because protecting bees is about more than honey. It's about safeguarding biodiversity, food security, and the future of life itself. From Apis mellifera to bombus, from xylocopa to megachile, bees remind us that even the smallest creatures can hold the world together. They are not just insects. They are builders of ecosystems and guardians of our future. And if you'd like to carry that message with you, check out Cahoopik's merch, inspired by nature, created to remind us of the beauty we're protecting. Every design helps spread awareness, and every choice helps the bees. Thank you for watching.